And in this video, using this simple example, I'll show you how to create a 3D model like this in Plasticity. Plasticity is a program for 3D modeling. It's a CAD system, but it's not parametric software. It's not software based on features and parameters. There are no specific dependencies here between the individual geometries of the model. Modeling is done directly, which can be a huge advantage for beginners and for people who aren't familiar with technology or 3D CAD systems. In my opinion, mastering plasticity, at least at a basic level, is very easy. It seems to me that it's much easier than in the case of parametric 3D CAD systems. And for example, for people who have a 3D printer but aren't involved in an industry that uses this type of software, then I think plasticity could be an interesting choice. If you're a typical user of 3D CAD systems, it's worth realizing something. For us, many things are obvious. Right now, I'm noticing a huge surge in the popularity of 3D printers, even among people who aren't connected to any technical field at all. They just want to print something for themselves. Often, they simply rely on ready-made models. There are tons of these models available for download. If we need to print something, be it for the workshop, the kitchen, some accessories or organizers, there's a good chance we'll find a ready-made model. But printing an object based on your own design is incredibly satisfying. And I think that creating such a 3D model in Plasticity might be the fastest way to achieve that goal. Of course, I also encourage such people to check out FreeCAD, which is a completely free 3D modeling program. But I know that getting started with FreeCAD, that mastering the basics of this program, can be difficult for some people. And that initial stage can be a challenge to get through. And such people give up on learning 3D modeling, so I think they might find Plasticity a good fit. In this case, with this program, I suggest doing at least 3 projects, because after completing the first project, we're still a bit lost. And not everything is completely clear yet, but after doing 2 or 3 projects, a lot of things start to make sense. And in this video, I'll show you 2 or 3 3D modeling operations, but I've also prepared an almost 2-hour tutorial, the link to which you'll find in the description of this video. And I have to point out right away that Plasticity is not a free program, but I think the price of Plasticity is fairly reasonable and within reach for many people. A huge advantage is that the license is perpetual, meaning you pay for the license once, and with the purchase of the license, you also get access to updates for a year. After that, we can choose to extend it and continue receiving updates, or we can choose not to extend it and still keep using it. And I know this introduction is a bit long, but I really want to show that 3D modeling can be easy. And if you have a 3D printer, printing an object based on your own design is incredibly satisfying. Alright, now I'll move on to Plasticity and show you how quickly you can create such a model. Here I'll start by creating a cylinder. I select the cylinder command. I place the center of the cylinder at the origin point of the coordinate system. Next, to precisely set the diameter of the cylinder, I press tab and enter 30 millimeters. And now I set the height of the cylinder. I type in 150, press enter and enter again. And the cylinder is created. Now I'll create a second cylinder. I'll create this cylinder on the side plane. I select the command to draw a cylinder and place the center of the cylinder at this point. I press the tab key. For the cylinder's diameter, I enter 15 millimeters, and now I'll rotate the view a bit. I do this using the mouse wheel, and now I'll set the height of this cylinder. To do this, I press the D key, enter for example 50, and press enter to confirm, and press enter again to finish the command. Now I select this cylinder. To select this cylinder, I switch to solid selection mode and select the cylinder. And now we'll change the position of this cylinder. We do this using the move operation, and that's what we'll do. We will now move the cylinder by precisely 20 millimeters along the positive x-axis and then 15 millimeters along the z-axis. Okay, that looks good. I accept this, and now I turn off the view of the temporary construction plane, and now I'll move this cylinder freely. I press the G key to activate the move command, and I'll move this cylinder so that it sticks out on both sides beyond the larger cylinder. And I click OK. And now I will subtract the smaller cylinder from the larger one. I select these 2 solids while holding the Shift key. Just make sure selection is active here. I press the Q key and click OK. And now we have something like this. And now, based on this cutout, I will create a circular array. I switch to face selection, select this face, choose the radial array command, and set the center of the circular array. Here, I specify the number of elements, for example 5, and click OK. Next, based on the faces created in the circular array, I select these faces while holding down the Shift key. We will create a linear array. Okay, we have these faces selected, and now we'll use the command rectangular array. But first, let's switch to a side view. It will be easier here to determine the direction of this array. I select this command, and now I drag the cursor along the z-axis. For example, I click here, and here, for the distance in the first direction, I enter 120 millimeters. And I enter 120. That's because the center of this wall is offset from the bottom edge of the cylinder by 15 millimeters. And I want the center of this wall to be offset as well, from the top edge of the cylinder, also by 15 millimeters. The total height of the cylinder is 150 millimeters, so I subtract 2 times 15 millimeters from 150. Next, we specify the number here of copies, for example 10, and click OK. As you can see, just a few clicks and we have a finished solid. And that was just a simple example of 3D modeling in Plasticity. If you want to learn more, in the description below this video, you'll find a link to an almost 2-hour tutorial. There I discuss in quite some detail the basic issues related to 3D modeling in this system. And that's where we'll finish. Thank you for your attention, and I encourage you to subscribe to this channel